Now, one of the biggest tragedies actually that we have, knowing that we see this right now, is a person has a different mindset when they're not in a position to help. For instance, a poor person, he says, I can't do anything to help, so why do I even want to, build a kollel, build a yeshiva, or whatever it is? He says, why even think about mitzvos that require money that I'll never do because I don't have the money to do that? So Chovos HaLevavos says that person is missing the entire purpose of bechira, of free will. Because the first step in doing an action is everything. Like we just said, Hashem gives us credit for the action even if we didn't complete it. Desire, Chovos HaLevavos says, the desire itself is what shapes who you as a person become in life. There was a story of a rabbi his name was Rabbi Simcha Zissel. Rabbi Simcha Zissel was extremely poor. He had no money for anything extra. He was very calculated. He only bought whatever he had. He didn't buy anything that he couldn't afford. And Rabbi Simcha Zissel, one day, he called his brother. He called his brother to borrow a couple of bucks. His brother it was very interesting because his brother never called, Rabbi Simcha Zissel never called his brother to borrow money because he wouldn't take money that he couldn't afford. If he didn't have it, he wouldn't spend it. But digging deep into this, the brother realized from Simcha Zissel that he was borrowing money to give tzedakah. Now, why was this so important for Simcha Zissel to borrow money to give tzedakah? Simcha Zissel said, because I don't want to lose the desire to give tzedakah. If I don't have money and I can't afford anything extra, let alone give tzedakah, then little by little what's going to happen is I'm going to just lose the desire to want to help people, to give charity, to give tzedakah. And so Rabbi Simcha Zissel borrowed money so he could have extra so that he could want to give tzedakah. Whether or not he was able to is irrelevant because his desire is what was there, and that is the most important part. And Rabbi Yisrael Salanter also, there was a story of Rabbi Yisrael Salanter where he was sitting and convincing an old poor man to help build and support the kollel. And people ask Rabbi Yisrael Salanter, I don't understand. Why are you sitting there for hours in a conversation that's not going anywhere? So he told his Talmud, he says, you think I was trying to convince him to give money for the yeshiva, to build a kollel? That's not what I was doing. I was trying to sit there to convince the guy that his mindset should change, that he should at least want to help build and support the kollel. Because at the end of the day, supporting the kollel is what's important. You, as a person, become great not when you succeed, but when you want to succeed. You become a heilige person not when you build a yeshiva or you build a shul, but when just all you want to do is you want to build that.